Okay, hello everybody. It's Wednesday at 5 o'clock, so we're doing our live at 5 here at Old Town Quilt Shop, and I'm Stacy. If you need to get a hold of us or would like to find us on the website, it is www.oldtownquiltshoporchid.com. If you want to get a hold of us, our email is oldtownquiltshop@gmail.com. Our phone number is area code 805-938-5870. And our address and hours are here. These are the correct and current hours. So we at least got that part right. So if you're just joining us, maybe you're new to us, maybe you're new to our Wednesday Live at 5. So what we do and what we have been doing for the last, I don't know how many weeks since last year, as a way to connect with our customers and show you what we've gotten in for the last week or so, is we do our Live at 5. So we show you all the fabrics, patterns, books, etc. that we've gotten in, any projects that we've completed, any new quilts that we have hanging up in the shop. Now we're telling you about any classes that we have scheduled. So it's kind of our way to let you know what's going on. So we do the Facebook Live, which then it's a whole big long process that I won't bore you with, but I attached this video to our newsletter, our weekly newsletter. And so you can watch the video, and there's links to everything that we talk about. So if you didn't write it all down, jot it down during the video, then you can catch up later with the newsletter. And if you haven't signed up for a newsletter, you can do that on our website. You just go all the way down to the bottom, and there's a big box that says sign up for a newsletter. Speaking of the website, have you noticed our new look? So we did a little update. We had to kind of have a little refresher. I was getting bored with it, so we have some new stuff on there. It just has a new look to it, a fresher, more up-to-date look. So if you like it, just give us a little comment and let us know that you like it. So anyways, and you can do all of your shopping online. You can sign up for classes, learn about whatever classes we have going on. We have a couple of videos on there, like demo videos, more to come on there. So lots of information on our website. So let's get down to what the video is really about, and that's fabric. And we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of fabric in this week. We have reminders about classes and just some new products in. So let's check it out. So first we are doing the pillow of the month for Riley Blake. And so we had people sign up for the program, but then, for whatever reason couldn't do it. So we have every month we have at least 2 boxes that we can sell to the public. So this is the one for September. This is September's box, and so it's got the little apples. And I have a live in-person sample of this one. It's nearly done. I was trying to hustle my bustle this morning to get it done, but it didn't quite work out. So let me show you that. So it's nearly done. So this one is all pieced. So they kind of vary as far as they're either pieced or they're applique. There was some foundation paper piecing for the first one. So, but this one is pieced, and I do still have some boxes for the other months. So if you just go online and just type in pillow kit, then all the ones that we have come up there. So you'll be able to see what we have. And each kit is $29.99. And what it comes with is all of the fabrics to do the whole top of the pillow and the back and the binding. And of course the instructions, the pattern. And it all comes in this really nice keepsake box. And let me tell you, these are nice boxes. These are like nice, sturdy. They have a little, this is closed, but it has a little flap. You can lift it up so you can give other gifts in this box or store little notions and doodads and stuff in this box. So it's a really nice one. So that's the September one, is the apples. And then October's, is this black cat on a moon with the fence. So I'm going to assume that this one is partially pieced and partially appliqued. Looks like the border is pieced, the fence might be pieced, I'm not sure, and the cat and the moon are probably appliqued on there. So each one is a little different. Let me show you previous ones. So it started in April, so the raindrops was the first one, and kind of go from there. And we have most of them, at least one available for sale here in the shop. But again, you can go to our website, type pillow kit, and you'll be able to see what we do have available. Or come into the shop, they're all together. Okay, and we'll have the sample of this in a while. when it gets closer to October. So again, those are $29.99. And they can also be wall hangers. Skip the whole getting the pillow form. It makes a 20-inch pillow. And what's nice about this is you only have to buy one pillow form, and you can just swap them out. That's the goal of it, is to swap it out every month. But if you don't want to do it as a pillow, you can just, quilt it and do it as a wall hanging. So you can just, switch them out. And so it becomes 20 inches. So if you just wanted to get like one of those hangers that we sell here, you could just get a generic one to hang on your wall and then swap it out every month and put a little hanging sleeve on the back. Okay, so that's that. Now let's get down to fabric. So we'll start with some basics. So you might remember, I don't know, several weeks ago, we got the Mammoth Junior flannel in blue, and so now we have it in pink. This is actually called Ballerina. So this is really soft flannel. It's a smaller plaid. That's why it's called Junior. Mammoth Junior is it's a smaller plaid. Oh, the color is, of course, off in the camera than it is in real person. It's much lighter and less gray looking than what it looks like on the camera. But it's $12.20 a yard. It's Robert Kaufman. This is good flannel. There's no back or front, so this would make like a really cute scarf for a young girl. We are eventually going to be heading into the cooler months. Today we had a little taste of it. The rain was kind of a surprise. I don't know if it was a nice surprise, but it was a surprise. I guess we need the rain, so it is nice. So that's the Mammoth Junior flannel, $12.20, Robert Kaufman. Also from Robert Kaufman is Architectures. This is $13.15 a yard, and this is a really nice white on white. It's white on whites are really hard to see on camera, but it's kind of like crisscross going on there. But it's a true white. It's a pretty white in there. So the white is on the color wall, and the white on whites, and the flannel is over with the kids in flannel. Okay, so a few more basics. This one is called Home. It's $13.45 a yard from Wyndham Fabrics. So the first one is a gray on white, and I have a feeling that we had something similar to this before, and maybe in a different color. But it has little flowers, it has houses and like little leaves and stuff kind of all over. I think this would make a good background or a sashing for something. Pair it with some colors, it would be really nice. It's not quite as dark gray as it appears on the camera. It is a much lighter gray than what it shows. And then also in that same line is this nice black and white. It's kind of vines with leaves on them. It is directional, but once you cut it up, you probably can't tell that it has a direction to it, so it should be fine. So if you're looking for some kind of black and whites, which we have in abundance, this would be a good addition to that. Pair it with some red, and you have a nice quilt. Again, that one is Home. Okay, and then we also, because the shipping world is kind of crazy right now, so we get some things and we don't get a bolt or two, and then weeks later we get the rest of it. So this is one of those cases. So it's called the VHC, which is the Very Hungry Caterpillar, in the garden, and we already had these two, the stripe and the flower, in that collection. And then we received these, it's called parasols, so it's like the top of a parasol that you're looking down onto. So, bright colors. This would make a great, these two plus another color make a great 3-yard quilt with this as your binding. It would be very lovely, very colorful, but it's dots, so, they're just large. So that's the VHC in the garden. They're $13.45 a yard from Andover Fabrics. And this is a white background, in case you're wondering. Okay, some more holiday. And I hope that this is the last of the Halloween. But these ones are really, really cute. So this is called Castle Spooky. They're $13.45 a yard, and it's by Lewis and Irene. What's fun about these is that they're glow in the dark. And I haven't tested it yet. I did the little eye thing, but I think it hadn't been in the light long enough, so it didn't work. But take it in the bathroom and probably it'll work. This one is directional. It has the cats, and they call them cobwebs, cats and cobwebs. But it also has like little butterflies and then little cat pumpkins and bats and moons. So it's kind of, it's not scary. It has cobwebs, but it's not a scary thing. So I think it would be a cute pillowcase. You can make treat bags out of these. You can make quilts or wall hangings. So these are a lot of fun. And then we also have these pumpkins on the vine, and they're on a gray background. And they're jack-o'-lanterns on the vine with then little flowers. And the stars are, you can't see my finger, the stars are glow in the dark. So the whole collection is glow in the dark. And again, this is called Castle Spooky. My favorite one, and someone might be getting a pillowcase out of this soon for Halloween, is these little ghosties. They're just adorable, and the ghosts are glow in the dark. And so some of them are rimmed in a color. So like this is blue, there's pink, and there's green, there's orange. And then you've got some that are just gray and white with no color around them. And then you have the stars in the background. So this is a black background with the charcoal stars, and then you've got the little white ghosties on there. And they're tossed, so there's no direction to this one. So again, a pillowcase would be really cute. A treat bag, since it's glow in the dark, when those little kids go out trick-or-treating, then their bag is going to glow and it'd be so fun. So this is Castle Spooky by Lewis and Irene, and it's glow in the dark. It's fun. Okay, the other Halloween line that we got is called Hometown Halloween, and these are $12.85 a yard, and they're from Maywood Studios. And they're actually, this is from a Kimberbell collection, so if you're an embroiderer, you are familiar with Kimberbell. But we have kind of your basic black with the orange dot. It's a fairly, you can see it's a fairly good size dot. It's, you know, the size of my fingernail. So, I don't know, 3/8, something around there. And then behind that is, I don't remember what this one was called, but it's like little signs. I think they were called shop signs or something. But they say different things on them. Bella's Boutique, the Candy Corn Quilt Shop, Blueberry Pies to Die For, something in lizards served daily. I don't know what, lattes maybe, lattes and lizards. There's a coffee shop one. So it's, you know, cute little sayings, and it's cauldrons and signs. So again, not anything super scary. And then the last one is kind of a stripe, but it's got the little scrolls, bats, moons, stars, a witch on a broomstick up there, down here. So it's really cute in different colors, purple, green, yellow, orange. So that's fun. And then with that line, we also got the 5-inch squares. So it's got all the different little fabrics on there. So this would make a cute kind of a Halloween I Spy type thing, or, you know, just a really fun little kids quilt. So a fun stripe in there, and bats. And there's that one, and the little banners. So lots of fun little things. So again, we got the charm pack, $15 for the charm pack, and then the 3 bolts, and that's called Hometown Halloween from Maywood Studios. Okay, more Christmas. So this one is called Christmas Morning, and let me just remind you that we have already the 10-inch squares Christmas Morning. So these are kind of a sage green and gray, and then the kind of a deep cranberry red. And then we also had the Peace on Earth quilt panel. So this panel this whole thing is one panel. So this is a cheater panel, is essentially what it's called. You just need to back it and bind it, well, quilt it, back it, quilt it, and bind it. And then you have a whole quilt that's 58 by 69. So we already had these that go with this line. So then we received the fabric, finally. Again, the whole supply chain thing is just all messed up. So, but here's the fabric that we received, Christmas Morning, $13.15 a yard by Moda Fabrics. So we got the main fabric, the floral, I think it's called Snow Blossoms. So it's just a really pretty floral on a cranberry background, and it's got the sage green and a little bit of gray in there, with the scattered white dot behind everything. And then we have 3 different dots to go with it. So we have the white, the cranberry, and then I think they call that silver. It's gray. All of them with the same colored dots you know, that go with the whole line. So they make nice coordinates to go with your layer cake. So if you're looking for, you know, a pattern and you need a background, then maybe the white with the dots would make a good background. Maybe you need a border, then the snow blossoms would make a really good border for that. Or you need a back for the quilt panel, then the snow blossoms would be great for that, and then maybe you could bind it in one of the dots. So really nice, not super traditional, just a little bit different, but very pretty all the same. So I guess we'll keep on with the Christmas. We'll save this for after. So speaking of Christmas and not traditional, so you may have seen our box opening yesterday that I was super excited about, and my mom is super excited that it's here because now I can stop bugging her about it. When is it coming? So one of my favorite designers is Natalie Barnes from Beyond the Reef, and she designed this line called Mary and Maud. It is definitely not a traditional Christmas collection, and in fact, pretty much the only one that reads Christmas is this top one here with the poinsettias. They're red with kind of a fuchsia color, and then they're all on this lime green. Not super ecstatic about the lime green, but that's okay. But, you know, if you cut it up, it doesn't read Christmas, and the whole rest of the line does not read Christmas. So what's nice is that you can use them as blenders. You can use them later in the year without it screaming Christmas. So it's kind of it's a fun collection. I'm really enjoying it. So we got the Fat Quarter Bundle. So there's 12 fat quarters in the bundle, which is every piece in the collection, and we did get the whole collection. So if you wanted to make something with the Fat Quarter Bundle, I highly recommend doing her mystery quilt that she's doing right now. It's a block a day, and it makes, I think, like a 40-inch square quilt, but it uses all the fat quarters in the collection. So let's go through the collection. Let's see what we have. So we have the poinsettias, and then we have a red and white stripe. It's candy cane stripe, so pretty basic. Again, good binding. And then we have the red with the white kind of rectangular dots, and these are scattered, so they're not, you know, you don't have to worry about lining them all up. So again, it's a good basic. And then you have the multicolored stripe, so it matches all the colors in the collection. You've got the red and the fuchsia, you've got the lime green, and you've got regular green, yellow, there's some black in there. So really, you know, a really cool thing, and it'd be great in like a kid's quilt. So it's got all the nice colors in there. And then we have, this is kind of her classic style. It's how you recognize that it's her. So it's kind of this drawn, sketched flower look. And so I believe these are called snowballs. And they're on a kind of an off-white background, and then you've got the scattered dots behind it. So again, you could use this in a black and white quilt. And then you have the other snowball, which is gray, and then it's got the red scattered dots around it. My personal favorite is the floral. They call it stained glass something, but it kind of looks like stained glass, like if you had, you know, one of those kind of mosaic stained glass things. So it's very pretty with the floral. You've got the green and the yellow and the turquoise. So again, it's not a traditional Christmas collection. It's definitely very modern. I am not a traditional Christmas person, so this really appeals to me, and this is definitely in the classic Natalie Barnes style. So again, doesn't super read Christmas, but it's a fun, you know, fun little floral. And then you have the white with the gray rectangular dots, all again scattered. And then we have these wonderful plaids. So we have the green, and this is tone on tone green, so you've got 2 shades of green in there. And then you have the red and black. And I really like the sideways stripe in there. That kind of just makes it different from every other plaid that you see out there. And then you have the black and white, which, okay, so NASCAR, you could use it for that. Any other kind of guy thing, make a great little scarf, a top. So lots of fun things that you can do with these plaids. And then this guy is directional, so it's kind of like an advent calendar when you're crossing the numbers off to get to Christmas. So it has 1 through 25, 24 and 25 are in black. And it's on a white background with kind of this gray little floral behind it. So this, you know, is Christmas, but if you were to cut it up, you wouldn't know that it was. So I really, really like like this line. I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait to do something with it. What am I going to do? First, I'm going to do the mystery block of the day, whatever it's called, the mystery quilt. And then, I don't know, I'm going to find some other pattern to do with it. When we saw the line, there were several different patterns that we had seen done up with it, so I might do one of those or come up with something else. So I'm really excited. So I hope you guys are excited about this too. Like I said, it's Natalie Barnes. She's one of my favorite designers. Her company is called Beyond the Reef. We've carried her stuff before. We've had her patterns before. So it's very nice lady. So Mary and Maud by Wyndham Fabrics. Okay, so that's all the fabric that we got. Now we have a pre-cut. So these are ombre wovens by V & Company for Moda. So these are a woven fabric. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but these are still cotton. They're just a little bit different weave, but these are all ombre. So they go from light to dark, from selvage to selvage. And this roll, I believe it's called a dessert roll, and these are 5-inch wide strips. So you could cut them in half to become 2.5-inch strips, or you could cut them all up to be 5-inch squares, and you'd have the gradient. You could get a pattern to use these with called Ombre Maypole, also designed by V & Company, so it's specific to their line. So it uses the dessert roll, and they show it in 2 different background fabrics, either the light or the gray there. I don't think that we got the background fabric, though. We just got the dessert roll, but let me tell you, we have plenty of fabric that you can choose a background fabric for that. So, Ombre Maypole, and then the Ombre Wovens dessert roll 5-inch strips. So we got those, and then we also received, finally, the Table-tastic 2. So we have Table-tastic, and this is the next one to come out. So it's all table runners and table toppers, and I believe that there are 20 patterns in here. There's 16 runners and 4 toppers, and it has this nice spiral binding so that if you're working on a pattern, you can open it up and just kind of flip it over. But we'll kind of look at some of the runners that are in here. So here's a Christmas one. I do like that they show it in 2. They usually show them in 2 different colorways, so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like in different things. So there's those. There's lots of stars. So some of these would be great for gifts if you're looking for holiday gifts coming up and you want something that's fairly simple. Looks like this probably uses, it looks like it uses charm packs maybe, or 2.5-inch squares. So lots of uses for all of these. I think most of them use pre-cuts. So if you've got 2.5-inch squares or 5-inch squares or 10-inch squares laying around that you don't know what to do with them, maybe think about doing a runner or a topper. So Table-tastic 2. This is $24, but remember we also discount all of our books 30% off. That's all the time. If you are coming into the shop, we just do it automatically for you. But if you're doing it online at checkout, you'll put in the code BOOK30, and that's BOOK30, no caps, no nothing, BOOK30 to get the 30% off discount on all of the books. So that's that. And then one more little notion, and we've nearly sold out of these. The little class today just about wiped us out. So we'd already had these in a green color called Pistachio, and now we have the pink ones, the raspberry ones. But this is a needle sharpener, so if you do that handwork and you need to sharpen your needle, you just poke it in and then you bring it back out and it sharpens it for you. So it's kind of like the that little triangle piece that used to be on the strawberry or tomato pin cushions that you stick your pin in and it sharpened it. That's kind of what this does. So it's a nice way to sharpen some of those pins and needles that you have and make them last just a little bit longer. So again, this one is raspberry, and we also have it in pistachio. Excuse me. Okay, a reminder about classes. So next month is the Summer Swag class, and that pattern looks like this. I have to cough. Excuse me, all this talking. I should shut up now. So summer swag, we have a sample here in the shop that's in black and white and red. And this one is red, white, and blue. You can do whatever you like. We have someone doing it in Christmas stuff, so we're calling her as winter swag. So that class is a 2-day class. It's $50. You'll need the pattern, and it uses the 60-degree diamond ruler, which is this guy here. So you'll need the pattern and the ruler to take the class. That's September 28th and 29th. That's a Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we have the beginning quilting class. It's beginning piecing, so you're not learning to, do the actual quilting. But that uses this book here, Start Quilting with Alex Anderson. And what you'll be doing is this kind of sampler quilt. So you'll be learning how to make a quilt from start to finish. All you have to do is pick out your fabrics ahead of time, and we can help you with that. But you'll be going from cutting all the way, hopefully, to binding the quilt in class. So it's 6 different sessions, starting in October. It's Tuesdays in October, and then 2 Tuesdays in November. And the entire class, for all 6, all together, is $65, and then you purchase the book, which is $14.99, but again, we discount all of our books 30% off. So that becomes like a $9 book, which is a pretty good deal considering all the patterns that you get in there. And it's a good resource for questions. Okay, and then we have the Dresden plate class, which I want to show you the sample here. So this is on October 13th. That's a Wednesday from 10 to 4, and it's $30. And you'll also use the 18 degree, I believe it's 18 degree Dresden ruler. So let me show you the Dresden. And our good buddy George is teaching this one. So this is a Dresden. Well, it goes this way because the sleeve is up here. So what you're going to be doing is using your ruler to create this Dresden shape here, and then sewing them together to create this big Dresden plate, and then you'll be stitching it to the background and then covering it with a circle. So you'll learn the technique of how to do that. And in class, you're going to be just doing a 2-color one, but the possibilities are endless. We have another sample hanging in the shop that uses 5 different colors. It's all in Christmas fabrics. So you could do one for every holiday. You could do a Halloween one. It'd be kind of fun. And fussy cut something in the center, a little cat or a pumpkin or something. That'd be kind of cute. And so George will take you through the whole process of making the Dresden plate. He's going to show you all kinds of ways that you can use it. He's making them a little bit bigger and putting borders on them to use as a wreath on his front door. They're going to show you how you can kind of use partial ones and do a fan in the corner. It's going to be a really good class. So if you've never done a Dresden plate, this is a good opportunity to do that, and you may even get to the quilting part of it. So that'll be fun. Okay. Any questions, any comments?
Tara wants to know who's teaching each class.
So who is teaching each class? So Summer Swag, you get me. And then the beginning quilting class is Dolores. And the Dresden class is George Greer, and his lovely assistant Anne will be teaching that one. So that's that. All right, any other questions, comments? Oh, quilt show, and I forgot to bring the flyer again. And I don't have any back here. Okay, so we are hosting a quilt show in October. It's October 2nd and 3rd with a preview night on Friday, October 1st from 5 to 7. And on that Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be 10 to 4. So what it is the 2 local guilds, the Santa Maria Guilds, the day and the night, their members are going to be entering their quilts in the show. This is a non-judged show. Just so that people can see what they've been working on. You know, we don't have a quilt show in our area anymore, so we wanted to give a chance for our local people to kind of show off what they've been doing the last year and a half or so, 2 years since we've had a show. So we're hosting it. It's going to be out in our classroom. It is entirely free. It is completely open to the public. We will have a couple of different guilds, well, the 2 guilds plus one more, with some opportunity quilts, so a chance for you to win a quilt. You'll, pay the money, get the little raffle ticket, whatever. So we'll have that. The shop will be open, so you can come in and shop in here if you want to, but we encourage anyone who is any interest in quilting whatsoever, or just drag all your family members, whatever, come and look at the quilts. I mean, these ladies and gentlemen have, been quilting a lot these last many, many months. And it's nice for everyone to be able to see the fruits of their hard work. I mean, some of our ladies are just fabulous, and it's always so nice, just to kind of see what other people are working on. So come to that. So again, it's October 2nd and 3rd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on those days, and then we'll have a preview night on Friday night from 5 to 7. The reason we're doing that is because here in Old Orchid, that's First Friday. It's something that we do here every month. The first Friday of every month, a lot of the businesses remain open, the restaurants remain open, and there's just a bunch of people, they're just walking around and enjoying all the things that our town has to offer. We've got the beer place, we've got the wine place, you've got the gift boutiques and the antique stores and the restaurants, and just so many things to look at and do here. So a lot of those places stay open, so we thought we would get some of those people to come and see what quilting is all about, and maybe get some new people in here. So anyways, I will show the flyer again for that, but of course we'll have information in the newsletter and on our website and on Facebook and all of that for that show. So that's upcoming. And if you are in the Day or Night Guild, then please volunteer. Enter your quilt. Do it quickly. If you need any information, please email us or call us. We're happy to point you in the right direction for that. So, what? Oh, the Skinny Bolt sale. Yes. So, tomorrow, Skinny Bolt sale, and I meant to do a sign and didn't do it. So, Skinny Bolt. What's a Skinny Bolt? So, a Skinny Bolt is something that has about 3 yards or less on it. And what we do is we go through and sticker all of the Skinny Bolts in the shop, and you come in and find all those bolts with the stickers on them. You pull them and you bring them up to the counter and you buy what's on there. Or at least a yard of it. So all the Skinny Bolts are going to be 35% off, and then all of the sale fabric is 60% off instead of 50% off. And all of these are a 1 yard minimum, and it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., I expect you all out there open. So again, the Skinny Bolt sale, the Skinny Bolts are going to have the little sticker on them, and you come in and find those Skinny Bolts, bring them up to the counter, tell us how much you want, and you'll get it at a good deal. Unfortunately, this is a in-store only sale. Someone must be commenting something funny because Mom is laughing.
Cindy, if I can't make it, I'm bummed. I'm almost out of fabric.
You are not almost out of fabric. But if you are almost out of fabric, then tomorrow is a good time to come to the sale. So again, this is in-store only. The logistics of doing this online are beyond me, so in-store. So it's a good excuse to come up or come down, whichever way it is for you, and come and see the shop. And again, if you have any questions on that, please email us or call us in the morning. We'd be happy to answer any questions. But I did send an email regarding it on yesterday. So go back in your emails and look at yesterday's email, and that has all the information. The one thing I did forget was that it is a 1 yard minimum on the Skinny Bolts and on the sale fabric. So, okay, anything else? Anything else from my trusty assistant behind the camera there? Nope, we're all good? Okay, I think I've droned on long enough. I need a drink, and I got to go sticker bolts. So have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow or next week.